Love Corky's. It's the homemade sauce. Look at the smoke coming off of those things. This is what can take hours. Hours if we try and do it at home, but not when we go to Corky's. You get a set of 6, 1 pound each BBQ ribs with choice of sauce, and 58624 is the item number. Free shipping and handling today. It's 4 easy payments for you of $20.50, but the easy pay, we say goodbye at the end of the day. Our choice of sauce, original, honey, or bourbon. Smelling this makes me think that putting a visit to Corky's restaurant needs to be on my bucket list.
Oh yeah, I mean, first of all, I am just literally pulling apart these ribs. These are Corky's. I mean, over 30 years making incredible Memphis barbecue. Now look at that. The bone literally slid out. So you want to talk about tender, succulent flavor. You can see the incredible smoke ring, that depth of flavor from that low and slow. You know, Corky's has been doing Memphis barbecue for over 30 years. This is just like going to their restaurant. And you know, it's funny, I was talking to Jimmy Stovall, who I'm very lucky to be filling in for today to get to eat these incredible ribs. And I think the locals in the last 30 years, they've won Best Memphis Barbecue more than 20 times. And that's just because of that flavor. And again, I'm just gonna show you. You get the beautiful smoke bark on the outside, and look at how these literally just fall off the bone. And that flavor, that meat, it's so tender. It's so delicious. You can see that smoke ring that goes right through. I mean, this is Memphis barbecue, and I'm getting, you know, when you're doing barbecue, you get a little messy with the ribs.
That's the best part of it.
I mean, you got to. So I'm gonna.
You got to roll up your sleeves and get on in there.
And just get in there.
This, by the way, is why I wore a black top today, because I know I'm probably going to wear something, and I'm surprised I haven't yet. But I think about it. You don't need to go out and purchase a slow cooker if you don't want to. You don't have to try. And I'm sorry, but making a homemade barbecue sauce is challenging.
Oh my gosh.
My senses are dancing and tingling right now, Rick. This
so I'm
so
going to try to keep it a little clean for you. I'm going to give you it on a fork. So this is the original. Now you get a choice of original, honey, or bourbon.
I want to get my fingers dirty.
Now the original is classic. A little bit of that smoked paprika. Tell me what you think of that. A little bit of brown sugar, that classic.
Brown sugar, a little of that molasses.
A little bit of molasses, correct.
Nice, gentle, smooth, rich. Like when you think barbecue, done.
Done, exactly. Now, the next
flavor. By the
flavor,
way, unbelievably tender.
I mean,
I don't want to leave that out.
I think about, I love ribs. I don't have the patience. And here's the other great thing. These come, you know, to do it yourself, what are you talking, all day smoke? These come completely cooked. So it's literally heat and eat. And every time I do this, I cannot believe. Now, I've been here over 17 years at QVC, and Corky's has been part of the food program here, and I'm always chasing this table. Now, to have the opportunity to actually even be able to eat and taste these on air, I mean, you can see the depth of flavor, that beautiful pink smoke ring. Again, the honey, now this is the honey I'm showing you, is going to have a little bit more sweetness. Okay. So if you're somebody that likes kind of that honey barbecue, that's the one you want to go with. Now here's an important thing. Now I'm going to let you taste this. I'm going to get a fork here. I'm going to get out in front here. And again, I'm going to take off of the front here just a little piece so you don't
look at that.
I mean,
look how tender that is.
The meat just falls off the bone. I want you to take a taste of this.
Okay.
And this is our honey. Tell me what you think of that. So.
A little bit sweeter.
A little bit sweeter.
But you still get that wonderful rich barbecue flavor. But if you like the sweet kind of barbecue, this is for you. All I need is like a little bit of cornbread with a little honey drizzle over it.
That's it.
Oh, that's perfect.
Now, here's an important thing. When you get these, okay, in the bag, the ribs are in the bag, and guess what? The ribs are in the sauce. So what I want you to do is I want you to put these on the sheet pan or the cookie sheet, okay? And I want you to take that sauce and pour it right over the ribs. Don't throw that sauce out. That's the nectar, okay? And again, I mean, literally, I mean, are you kidding me? I used to watch Jimmy do this all the time on air, and I said, I cannot believe how that bone just slides out of there. So you're eating all that beautiful, slow-cooked, smoked rib meat. I mean, it is just absolutely delicious. I'm just showing you here so you can see the smoke ring goes all the way through. I mean, this is Memphis barbecue over 30 years. It's like going to one of their restaurants down in Memphis. You don't have to go all the way down to Memphis. This comes right to your front door.
No, and you get all of that wonderful smell.
That's
we don't have a whole lot of these to go around, so I want to remind you of your choices. Original, honey, or bourbon. Easy Pay is $20.50 a month, and the Easy Pay goes away at the end of the day. This, to me, this is like why you go to barbecue restaurants. It's to have the experience of the senses, and I love that I don't have to worry, like he's sending us home with the right amount of sauce, because you can overdo it, you can underdo it. Jimmy's got us covered with just the right amount of sauce. Now, do these come to us frozen, correct?
These do, and again, I'll emphasize, they're fully cooked. I mean, look at how the meat just falls off. So all you're doing is thawing, heating, and eating. That's it, right in the oven. And again, the sauce is in the bag, but I mean, just look at this meat. Tender, pull-apart meat.
It's not too fatty.
No.
It's wonderful.
So I find with some ribs, you wind up trying to pull the meat off the bones. This comes right off, so you're eating all that meat. You're getting all that great goodness and that beautiful smoke ring and that char. I know I ate before. I have to take a taste.
Never apologize for eating.
Bourbon, so the bourbon flavor.
Okay.
So people ask me, what's the deal with the bourbon? Well, the bourbon adds a little bit more of a fuller, richer flavor.
Okay.
Because bourbon's aged in oak barrels, right? So you get a little more
bourbon?
smoke. Yeah, yep. Let's get in there. Can you get it?
Let's see if I can. Oh, I got a bone. Hold on. Let me get. There we go.
Oh, there you go. You can pull it right out.
Now I'm getting my hands dirty.
So you're going to notice a little bit more smoky flavor.
Yeah.
And that's from the bourbon that's in there.
Ooh, it's got a little kick.
Yeah, I mean.
That's good. See, my husband would love these.
And you really can't go wrong with these. You know what? It's amazing. Look at this. I mean, think about when you get ribs out. Look at how the bones, we don't have to worry about the meat being stuck to the bones. It's clean. It comes right off. So you get all that delicious meat. And it's just such a delicious, I mean, it's true Southern barbecue. I mean, you think about Memphis, that's what you think about, Southern barbecue, and that's what Corky's has been known for. You see that perfect char, that smoke ring, that's the flavor on the outside. That's from that low and slow process, the dry rub, and then these beautiful barbecue sauces. I mean, they're just unbelievable.
There's one is not better than the other.
No.
They each have their own. The original is that classic kind of barbecue. The honey is just a touch of sweetness. That might be my favorite. I thought I was going to like the traditional, but I'm loving the honey. And then we have the bourbon, which just has a little bit of a kick to it. You don't have to slow roast. You don't have to get the smoker. You don't have to wait and make the rub and try and make the barbecue sauce. We go to the professionals for this, Rick Roman.
So this is not a magic trick. I just literally pulled this bone right out. That came right out of the rib of the meat. So it couldn't be any more tender and succulent. I mean, look at how this meat just pulls apart. It's hard not to just continually feed my face here on air. And I always watch Jimmy do this, and I got to tell you, you can see how long it's smoked. You can see the smoke ring. That's that flavor from the process from 30 years of doing Memphis barbecue that Corky's gives you.
It's rich, it's filling. All we need to do, do you like a little coleslaw, a little potato salad, a little mashed potato? I go back to the honey is just begging to be partnered with cornbread. So good. And all you do is take it out of the freezer and thaw it and put it in the oven.
Yeah, and let's go over here to show you how it comes, because you're getting 6 one-pound racks. And
look at these.
Here's the great thing about it. If you just want to do a half a rack, just split it down the middle. You only have to take out what you want. So if you want to do a nice lunch, you do a half a rack. If you're splitting a rack, like my daughter loves ribs, she and her brother split a whole rack here. It's perfect. So it can be casual dinner. It could be watching sports, big games, playoffs, or whatever it is on TV. Break some of these out, and you have a perfect appetizer.
The yum is done for you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
I just this is when I want you to just break these out. Put some newspaper down on the kitchen table and just get at it. Do not be neat. Do not use a fork. Just get on in there, roll your sleeves up, tuck the napkin in your shirt if you need to. That's what this is all about. And to me, this is almost as much about enjoying the food as it is the experience, right?
Yeah, it is. And it's almost hard for me. I'm trying to hold this up, and the bone is literally falling right out of the meat. That's how tender.
That's what you want.
Tender. Oh my gosh, I got to tell you, it's hard. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm making a mess here in my hands, but look at how the meat just falls
This
off
is
the
what
bone.
ribs are for.
Oh my gosh.
See, you were smart. You wore a shirt that matched the...
I matched the sauce.
You are a smart man, my friend. We have the bourbon flavor. We also have the original flavor. We also have it for you in the honey flavor. We have it on Easy Pay, 4 easy payments of $20.50. You're going to be getting 6 of the 1 pound ribs. Break them apart, do what you need to do, but all the hard work is done for you, and you sacrifice no flavor. You get flavor, but we don't have to travel down to go to the restaurant, which is nice. You just roll up in your sweatpants and a t-shirt and hit the kitchen table and go.
This is a whole rack, and if you're wondering, I'm not using a knife here. Look, I'll just do it again. I mean, I'm barely touching these ribs. I mean, look at how beautiful and tender these are. I'm telling you what, you could spend a day smoking and roasting your own ribs, or you can pull these out of the freezer, and in less than 40 minutes from frozen to heated up, you've got Memphis barbecue.
Ding, ding,
30
ding,
years,
ding.
8 restaurants, and awards I can't even count with Corky's.
I just need to wear stretchy waisted pants. That's the only thing. You gotta supply that on your own. Let us know which flavor you would like, the original, the honey, the bourbon. M58624, easy pay, hard work done. Man, is those honey ribs.
How about a little Syrah with the ribs?
Oh, Rick Roman. It has been an enjoyable Friday evening, buddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 2 Fridays in a row with Rick Rome, and I know that I need to make this a regular date, and I got to get my husband some of those ribs. He'd love them.